Good morning, Southwest Meat Association. My name's Rick Kimbrell, CEO of Start Clean Legacy, LLC. We provide contract cleaning services, detergents, and sanitizers to dozens of SMA members. I'd like to take a moment to thank our team, 400 strong here in the Southwest. For the last 6 months, they've been working harder than ever, just like the men and women in your plants. Without them, we wouldn't be able to serve the food industry. Our team, like yours, has continued to keep grocery store shelves full and stocked, and we're proud of that. Start Clean's honored to be the sponsor of the 64th Annual SMA Convention. I'm so glad we were able to at least meet in this format. The last time I missed an SMA convention was in 1987, the Orlando Convention, when my father, Ray Kimbrell, he either couldn't or wouldn't fork over the money to take us to Florida. I'm thankful that my roots and our Start Clean family roots go back with SMA about as long as this old classic's been on the road. This is the best job I've ever had. Every day we get to build the culture and have the opportunity to create the best job that you've ever had for so many people, helping build careers that coexist with a healthy work-life balance. To do this, we've created the Start Clean Wins Leadership Training Program. This program is mentoring and training all of our existing and future sanitation managers, coaching them to be prepared, consistent, confident, and to follow through as they help manage your food safety. If you see someone walking through your plant with one of these on, stop and encourage them. Again, Start Clean commends all SMA members for their role in putting safe food on the table. The food industry will always be essential. We're proud to be a part of it. I know you are too. Work hard.
Our next speaker is certainly no stranger to any of you, Dr. Mark Miller, Texas Tech University. We're looking forward to hearing your annual update. You've been doing this for quite a few years, and welcome.
Thank you. We are really excited at Texas Tech University to be blessed by the SMA. You guys, what you do is amazing, and your support for students, support for the industry, and all of the opportunities that you give is just beyond belief. Want to take our hats off to you guys, and especially this year in COVID, we all were challenged greatly, and so I would like to follow up with what the other presenters have talked about. One of the things that we try to teach our students is to overcome adversity, to find the can-do attitude, to make sure that you can do whatever it takes to make sure we can deliver. And I think our industry was challenged with that because we were asked by the president and by really our communities to be able to keep meat flowing. And I know in many parts of the U.S. and in Texas, that was a challenge, and all of us have struggled with that because of employees. And so hats off to everyone. And believe it or not, in universities, just like at West Texas A&M and Tarleton and Texas A&M, we've kept the meat lab doors open and we're on pace to slaughter about 160 animals this summer and for the community. And one of the things that's really amazing is the Lubbock ran out of meat. To tell you the truth, our grocery stores ran out of ground beef. You couldn't get ground beef anywhere. And fortunately, we had a freezer full. And so there was about 3 days where the only place you could really get beef in the Lubbock area was at the Texas Tech Raider Red Meats Meat Lab. And that was a real blessing because so many people, it gave them a calmness. And our students made that happen. And I just say that those are the type of students that you funded in your scholarships. And we are really thankful for those scholarships because they help students to be able to get and to move and to go and to do the things. And hopefully next year in 2021, we'll be able to have them all come to the SMA convention and we'll see them all face to face. And we're all looking forward to that. It's kind of like my heart has a big hole in it because I don't get to see all you guys. And it's a thing that we look forward to every year, and we're happy to be a partner with you guys. Our program is one that's based on trying to give students experiential learning, hands-on experience to make them to where hopefully they'll go out and do you a good job. And we do that through our competitive teams. We were very blessed in 2019 to have multiple national championships. Our meat judging team, meat animal evaluation team, our meat science quiz bowl team, all three were national champions. And so that group of students had a great year. So we're really blessed. We have about 100 students that participate in the meats program through our majors. We have a meat science option in the department, and it's very flexible. We just revised it where a student can be pre-med meat science, pre-physical therapy meat science. So we're trying to get as many people, dietitians, people who are going to physical therapy, pharmacy, and anywhere else exposed to the meat industry. And we're getting a lot of traction there, and we're seeing a lot of penetration across ag economics and many other places where we're getting more students. Thank you again for the scholarships. That's really what helps us get those guys involved and brings us into our program. In our Department of Animal and Food Sciences, we have about 890 students, and in the College of Agriculture, about 2,500 students. We still have a personal one-on-one advising and teaching focus. We offer multiple sections, and I guess our largest class right now fits in our classroom, has about 120 students, although it's a struggle because we're growing at a rapid rate, and that's why we're really trying to keep it very intimate. We're offering a lot of face-to-face classes right now this summer session. University has 19 face-to-face classes, and we have 16 of them in the Department of Animal and Food Sciences. So we're pretty much the guinea pig. The whole university is looking at us to see if we do it well. Knock on wood so far. Maybe we should just keep it going, but we are making good headway. We only have 2 weeks left in this second summer session, and great success in our face-to-face and offerings. And we're offering pretty much everything face-to-face in the meat science area for the fall classes, and we're going to have all our kids slaughtering, harvesting, processing, and pretty much learning the traditional way. And we feel like we have a good mitigation program to keep COVID at bay. And that's really because of the meat industry. We've spent a lot of time in the plants, like our friends at other universities, and we have worked with them to help us here to keep our, meat lab open. And so it's been really helpful to work with you guys. Raider Red Meats is an extremely important part of our program. We have about 50 students that are employed in that program to keep it running and manufacturing meat. We sell to 4 different retailers and about 30 different restaurants, and I guess our business has grown to about $4.5 million per year. And all of that money goes to support our meat science program and all of the scholarships that we can give because it's expensive to do all of the hands-on things that we do. And Raider Red Meats' mission is basically to give and to serve and to help others, whether it's in our program or through the community or throughout the state and the nation. And so one of the ways we're able to do that is to have our students be able to meet customers and actually handle them. So if their customer runs out, a restaurant runs out of steaks, they got a blitz on them Friday night, they have to go and deliver steaks or sausage or whatever it is they need. And that gives them a real world example of how, you don't ever know how many people are going to walk in and eat all your product up, and then you need some more. And so we have to be customer service driven, and that's maintained being open during COVID, although we've reduced the number of restaurants, but we still have a core of them that are open and serving the public. Our research area, we have about 33 graduate students and about 20 other undergraduates that work in our labs. And it's just like we've heard from our other friends and partners at other universities, it's busy. And so our students have been here, and matter of fact, overwhelming. Our students are going, man, we feel overwhelmed, and so that's good. Putting in those 18-hour days where they're harvesting and then going to the research lab and then working another 8-hour days in there and then fabricating and doing the same thing. Our research areas of emphasis are really right now we have large projects with NARMS and FDA tracking E. coli and Salmonella in the retail cases across the United States and giving a baseline study. We handle the Southwest region. We also have trim, submersion, and spraying, trying to get you some additional tools to be able to handle and create the safest ground beef for the consumer, and especially with Salmonella becoming a major emphasis point. We're working with our major packers and small processors to be able to work on removing lymph nodes and knowing where the risk is at and how to mitigate those things so we can just keep rolling. And so we're working with Lone Star and Cavaness and, just pretty much Cargill, Tyson, JBS, many of the companies to work in that area. We have a lot of other food safety projects going on, but in the interest of time, I'm just going to gloss over those and say we have pork projects looking at different interventions in those packing plants as well, and then we have some lamb studies. The last thing we have in food safety is training and getting companies and also our students ready to be able to handle all of the challenges that are coming in the industry. As far as practical things that are happening, we have a dairy beef project that's funded by the USDA and FDA, much similar to what Ty Lawrence described, just trying to take that dairy animal and make it a beef animal that we can use in the industry. We do a tremendous amount of consumer sensory research, feeding about 8,000 consumers last year. Of course, that was shut down with COVID. And then we have a lot of packaging, shelf life, and a tremendous amount of flavor research and palatability research going on. And finally, we feel like that our program has something for everyone. We feel like we have an intimate, close relationship with having our cook-off and our students hosting that, being part of that, but also we have a Texas perspective. We feel like we need to serve the producers and the packers in Texas first, and then in the U.S., and then we have a global perspective to that because our whole trade has become more global, and we see that every day, and we feel like that's very important for our students to go out of Texas Tech University and not only have a focus on Texas and our home, but also know how we can make more money for Texas if we can relate that to the rest of the United States and to the global customer that we're dealing with. Thank you guys very much. Hope you guys are having a really blessed convention virtually, and we are so thankful and blessed to be part of SMA.
Thank you very much, Dr. Miller. We appreciate your continued participation and training students to get out in the industry and all the work that you're doing that benefits our industry. We greatly appreciate all of that and you guys are working on.
The Multivac X-Line offers maximum packaging reliability, even more consistent pack quality, and a higher level of process speed, as well as operation that is even easier and more reliable. Thanks to seamless digitalization and networking with the Multivac Cloud, it has access to expert knowledge and smart services. The X-Line is equipped with a unique Multivac Pack Pilot. It has access to comprehensive expert knowledge. This way, the X-Line works at the optimum operating point and can be used even without special operator knowledge. The X-Line is equipped with a level of sensor control never achieved before. Another new feature of the X-Line is XMAP, a gas flushing process that can be precisely controlled for packing with modified atmosphere. The X-Line is also equipped with a new HMI3. The intuitive multi-touch user interface can be set for each operator individually, including access rights and operating languages. Multivac X-Line. Maximum pack security, consistent quality, highest output, future-proofed.